The Besan Laddu might seem like a very easy recipe, and it is, but there are a few considerations. I'm using a black cardamom, but you can use green cardamom. I'm going to take the shell off and just crush the seeds. Right, I'm gonna start with some ghee. This is about 1/4 of a cup. Gonna get all the ghee into the pan. Okay. Now, once the ghee is melted, we're gonna add in the chickpea flour. This is a cup of chickpea flour. I'm gonna stir this around with the ghee. Make sure that all of the flour gets coated. If it seems like there is too little ghee, trust me, it's not. This is the main part of the dish where we have to cook this chickpea flour with the ghee for about 20 to 30 minutes till it changes from this pale yellow color to a dark golden. This is where I want it to be. It's, dark brown, almost golden in color. It's like a light brown caramel color. And this is where I want it to be. I could stir it for a few more minutes for all this ghee to incorporate into this mixture. So I'm gonna do that. But it's pretty much there. It's about 5 or 7 minutes away from the perfect color and texture that I'm looking for. Now I'm going to add just a sprinkle of water. Just a sprinkle. Real good. I'm gonna add in this cardamom powder that we just made. I'm gonna turn off the stove. I'm gonna add the cardamom powder all over and give it a good mix. And now I'm going to empty this out into a bowl. To make it extra special, because it's Diwali, I'm gonna add in some crushed pistachios. Now this is completely optional. You don't need to add this, but I just love the taste of pistachios, and so I love adding something special. Okay, I'm gonna empty it out into a bowl and allow it to cool completely before we add the sugar in and start shaping the sweets. The Besan Laddu might seem like a very easy recipe, And it is, but there are a few considerations. We want to make sure that the besan and ghee mixture are cooked to perfection. We want to make sure that the mixture cools down completely before we add sugar, because otherwise you're not going to get the right texture. And lastly, we want to make sure that we're using really good quality ingredients, because there are only a few ingredients in this dish. So let's start forming our laddus. I have this mixture that we had cooked before. It's completely cool now. I'm going to pour this all out. Now we're going to add in sugar. This is 1/4 cup of sugar. I use caster sugar. You could use powdered sugar or icing sugar, but I find that I love that grainy texture in the final product if you use caster sugar. So I'm gonna pour all of that in, and then I'm going to go in with my hands and just break up the lumps and mix it all together. Gonna squeeze the sugar and the chickpea mixture together so it comes together in the form of a paste. Be patient and make sure you completely mix the sugar into the besan mixture. Smells really good. All right. I think this is pretty evenly mixed now. This looks pretty evenly mixed up. Now I'm going to start forming these laddus. Okay, so I'm gonna take a handful. Just create this round shape. Press the mixture in your palm together so that it forms a nice little ball. Squeeze the mixture together. The warmth of your hands will help shape it because there is ghee in it which has solidified, and pressing it between your hands like this makes the ghee more malleable and therefore helps shape the laddus. You can see how the balls are becoming a lot more pliable as I squeeze them in my hands, and that's because the ghee is slowly melting from the warmth of my hands, and that makes these a lot easier to shape. Now the laddus are ready, and I put some gold film on top of it just because it's Diwali. You can add some pistachios, almonds, sometimes I add dried rose petals, but for this time I thought the gold would be a nice touch. Going to sprinkle over some pistachios. That's it. The laddus are ready. I would enjoy them the day you've made it, although they do last in an airtight container for up to 2 days. After that, it's going to start becoming stale and it just won't taste as good. Happy Diwali from my family to yours.
The first time I've had it, kind of tasted like peanut butter. When you eat these, they really dissolve pretty quick in your mouth. So it's a fun eating experience. One could say it eats well.